Welcome to another episode of In The Ville. We got your host, Terence Jennings, and our co-host slash producer, Big Blake McCauley, in the building. What's going on, Blake?
1 year anniversary episode, 50th episode. We got Chane Behanan joining us, Reyne Smith joining us. We got a new commercial, new segment. All this, I almost ruined it because I already popped it. Deserves a little confetti, baby. Deserves a little confetti. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Lost the headset. We're good, though. We're
good. Hey, man, that was epic, man. Hey, bring out the confetti, man.
Almost
Hey,
ruined it. Top already popped.
it's all, hey,
Gimmick was
you
already
locked it
embraced.
in.
Had to do it.
Hey, that was epic, man. You locked it in. Hey, man, shout out our 50th episode. Hey, we definitely made it. It was a long time coming. Bring out the confetti, bring out bring out all the cake, the pies, everything, man. Cause we we want some fries on the side. Hey, but listen, hey, shout out to all the people that's been supporting us through this year. You know, we've been doing this a year. 50 episodes. Hey, man, it's hard to get 50 of anything in life. Okay, so hey, because teamwork make the dream work. Hey, shout out to you, Blake, man, holding it down, man. Shout out to us, bro, because there's been something that we've had to really, sometimes we got to sacrifice certain things in our life to make this happen, and we're starting to see the fruits of our labor. So, man, it's an awesome journey. I'm having a great time, and I'm ready to get to episode 100. Now we got 50. We keep it going, episode 100, so on, and we're gonna put it together like that, man, for sure.
I compare we're in our Ricky Bobby era. I compare shout out Talladega Nights. I'd say the very beginning, we didn't know what we were doing. I was sitting there on camera.
I don't know what to do with my
Yeah,
hands.
exactly. I had one interview in my life in high school. Shout out Kendrick Haskins, but he interviewed me for baseball back in high school, and then I just did stuff with like a local paper here. But anytime I was on camera, it's like car handled real good. But I think we got to the point now. We've kind of, we're sitting there talking "Sweet Lord, Baby Jesus." We got the
Sweet
Powerade
Lord,
on our shirt. And, hopefully
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Hopefully we don't get to the point where we're selling pizzas on a bike and somebody's putting some Colombian Bam Bam under our car and making us go on a run to get our, get that life back in us. But I think we're good.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. That was my mistake. Hey man, shouts out, man. Hey, definitely hard work, man. Dedication is paying off. We're still, and I feel like we're still building. We're still trying to improve, and we're still trying to make this show be the best possible show it could possibly be. Like I said, this is something that you came to me with, and I love Louisville as a community. This is why I moved back here. It's been great to me through my whole career. I want to make sure that we have a platform for especially some of my old teammates, some of those old Cardinal players, alumni, and not even just basketball, just football, any sport, just any type of alumni, any person that's made an impact on Louisville, period, and is a pillar in the community. Hey, man, the platform is open, and we're going to keep building for sure.
My formative years were, I'm going to say 2008 to 2015, 16, like that was my childhood. So it's kind of cool to just hear the stories of what it was like through all those teams that I grew up watching, get to talk to people like Preston and Larry O even. Like, dude, when I was a kid thinking of that, it's like, dude, even talking to you, it's like, dude, this is, I tell if I was like 7, 8 years old right now, I was like, dude, congratulations. Man. You're kind of doing something that you want to do in life.
Man, for real, man. Shout out you. You definitely came a long way putting this stuff together. It's not easy. And like I said, I try to help you any way I can, but I'm bringing, we both attack it in our own angle, man, to make it, to make this show the best that it can be. Man, when I came on campus, man, I just knew we were rock stars. Coming into the Louisville campus, I just knew that we were rock stars, and I knew that we were basically the NBA team. And we got treated as such. very famous, felt very famous walking through this city. I mean, even to this day, sometimes it's like, but then you leave outside of Louisville, and it's like, oh, who are you? But hey, here, you feel you really, we're all somebody, but you really feel really, really special, especially if you're a Louisville athlete. I mean, it's held with such pristine and such, and you got to carry that. You got to carry that with honor, respect, and integrity for sure. So yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Well, I know one thing still the same from our first episode. I had got the flu midway through our first episode.
yeah.
Boy, we've had the flu the past couple days. That's the only thing that hadn't changed. But for the love of the game, we're still here, baby.
Nah, we still here, man. Y'all listen. I'm gonna try to carry this show the best way I can. Blake's been working hard. It's a flu bug going around, but he's pushing through. We like MJ in the flu game. We're gonna push through, drop 50, drop 30. That's how we do it. But we gonna recap and get into some basketball. But what you want to get into, Blake? We got a new, looks like we have a new segment, a
Yeah,
part of our show. Yeah.
new segment. You guys will see the commercial later. I
Man.
think we should maybe go to Hollywood. I don't know, but it's
Man,
looking that way. We got a
hey,
new segment.
they calling me Denzel out here in these streets, man. I don't know, man. I might be the next equalizer.
Oh,
Somehow. Hey, man, it gets serious, man. But nah, hey, we definitely got to get in our active bag a little bit. It's something that it's new to me, but it could be something Spill in the Ville, Spill in the Ville media, something like that. Spill in the Ville films, Spill in the Ville movie, something like that, man. Terrence Jennings and young Blake McCauley, and maybe we go on a road trip or something, man, across
let's
country,
do
man.
it.
All
Let's
type of
do it.
crazy hangover stuff happens, man.
Oh Lord.
But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
our new segment is called the Cardinal Flyover, presented by Derek A. Stewart, Realtor. This is
Yeah.
where we're going to take just 3 big events. It could be surrounding the University of Louisville, college athletics, maybe somebody in the pro has a big game. We'll kind of highlight them. So we'll just kind of encapsulate the top 3 news cycle going around between this episode and our next release. And so our first in the Cardinal Flyover is going to be about our women's team. Our women's team is coming off a 74-72 loss to Virginia. I believe Virginia was the last unranked team to beat Louisville in the Yum Center, and they did it again, unfortunately. Roberts did leave early with an injury. I think she only played about 4 minutes, but Laura Ziegler had 11 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and they've got their next game Thursday night at Georgia Tech, 7 p.m. on ACC Network. Don't know what the spread is on that one, but hey, this isn't betting advice. I'm taking the Cardinals in that one.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out the ladies. They've been holding it down really, really wonderful for the city. And we're like I said, we're watching close, and we're going to be supporting them along the way, man. So I'll just keep up the same pace and keep doing what you're doing. I have nothing but good things to say about my people. Randolph, Ziegler, Barry, all those girls, and whoever I forget to mention. You girls are wonderful, and I'm a fan. So keep it up. Let's bring home this championship. Let's do it, man. Quit playing around. Yes, sir.
Number 2, our baseball team is playing a standalone game against Eastern Kentucky today, 2:30 p.m. at Jim Patterson Stadium. They've got a 3-4 overall record to kick off this season. They just came back from Texas. They were playing, I think, in Arlington down in the MLB park. They had like some sort of, I think it was a round robin or some sort of tournament. But they're coming off back-to-back losses, unfortunately, to Michigan and number 5 Auburn. So hopefully this is just a standalone game. I think they play Central Michigan after that. So hopefully they can get back on track. I think that was when you got to Louisville, that was kind of when the baseball team was kind of really starting to take
Oh
off.
yeah.
Did you ever hang out at Jim Patterson Stadium or?
I haven't got to hang out over there too much, but it's a wonderful field. It's state of the art. Baseball. I wasn't the biggest of baseball guys, man. I tried to play a little baseball. They was talking about my strike zone. It's too
You
high. All
got a
that.
big old strike zone.
Yeah, my strike zone and all this. So I didn't understand it, but I love to watch baseball when I can. I was more of a fan, of the food surrounded, ballpark food. Get you a nice Frank Paws, and you could kind of get right in there. But home run derbies. I like the home run derbies. I was a big fan of that. And what else is there? You got home run derbies. I mean, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, baseball. They've
I mean,
kinda I mean, it might be going into a lockout next year. Who knows if the
mm,
sport's still alive in America? Hopefully it
yeah,
is, but it's about
I
to get
was saying,
crazy in pro baseball. I know we're not a pro baseball show, but boy,
I
you
know.
talk about a league that's getting ready to go crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we were good, so I always know we always had talented teams. So I was always remember hearing about our baseball team. I didn't really care about too much about anybody else's baseball team. I just cared about our baseball team. So, and I just remember they were going bananas. Us last year they did really good. From what I gathered, they did a really good job. I was paying attention. A lot of those games were on TV. So I mean, yeah, shout out those baseball guys and keep it up. The facilities, everything is looking wonderful. They keeping those lines together. That grass looking cut. That
Oh,
dirt.
It's
That
turf. It's gonna look cut. It's gonna look nice and cut.
See, I ain't even. I'm looking at because normally in baseball fields they always got to bring the guy out. They got to make sure they cut it, make sure everything is up to par. But hey, it's looking clean over there, man. Look like it's big money coming through the baseball squad, man. I don't know.
They could always pump more into it. Always can pump
Yeah.
more into it. What's enough money? But
Shoot, man. Yeah, not enough. Ain't enough.
number 3 on the Cardinal flyover will be our next show is gonna be taking place from Shoot 360 Louisville, supporting Luke Whitehead in his race for state senate.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Terrence, have you ever I mean, it's an honor to be even asked to do this in the first place, but, I
Man.
mean, some of these people we're gonna be surrounded with. You ever heard of Peyton Siva?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think
You ever
I read it. I heard of him a few times. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you ever
yeah.
heard of Larry O'Bannon?
Larry O. Oh my goodness. I've heard of him a few times or two,
What about
maybe
Stephen Van
3.
Treese?
Never heard of him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. Hey,
We got
man.
we
Go ahead.
got that's not it. We got Monique Reed gonna be there. We got BJ
Ooh,
Flynn gonna be there, and we got Dean Balmer gonna be there.
Dean Ballmer.
Legendary University of Louisville student manager. It's an honor to be able to go there and have a show supporting Luke Whitehead. He's been a great supporter of our show, and I mean, any way that we can help him out possible. Great person, and everything that he's running for is, I think, exactly what you want in a political person. Like, he's a
Yeah,
real actual person that's there to
yeah.
listen to people. Anything that we can do to support Luke, we definitely are.
For sure. Luke's definitely a pillar in our society. He's he cares. He really cares about the city, and coming from his background, he's a Northern California kid like me. He's coming from San Francisco, which is about an hour and 15 minutes, up the road from where I grew up in Sacramento. There, so we both found our roots out here in Louisville and ingratiated ourselves in the community by way of basketball, and that's kind of me how me and him made that connection. But he's definitely a wonderful guy, and we're going to be there to support him for his run in state senate. And yeah, I can't wait to run into some of these people that we're going to see out up there. It should be pretty interesting who we run into and who we get to speak with, and see how that goes.
We'll do a quick recap of the Georgia Tech game. We'll have Chane Behanan join us for the good, bad, and ugly, and just really kind of just conversation throughout that. It's going to be a great listen. It's always great talking to Chane. But this was an 87-70 win at the Yum Center. Michael Brown had 19 points, shot 5 of 10. Javon, Mr. Steady himself, we'll talk to Reyne later in this episode about him. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. And then you had Isaac McNeely. I mean, it was kind of completely different from the North Carolina game. He went with 14 points. I don't think he missed a shot. He went, I think, 4 for 4 field goals, and I don't think he hit a shot against North Carolina. So, But we'll get into this good, bad, and ugly with Chane on the other side of this break.
With over 300 homes sold in the last 5 years, Derek A. Stewart is a trusted expert. Whether you're buying or selling, Derek gets results.
Guys, we gotta take a look at this bathroom.
Oh man, I definitely gotta check this.
Look, Blake, even TJ can fit in the shower.
Big shower for a big guy.
Contact him today and experience the difference.
Okay, Derek, I love everything that I've seen so far. There's only one thing that's missing. Where's the basketball goal at?
Come on, TJ. You know I'll take care of you.
Derek, I think you just need to stick to selling houses.
Big wins equals big moves.
You're looking to buy or sell in Louisville, you already know.
When you're ready to buy or sell, you know the person to call. Derek A. Stewart. Derek sells Louisville.
All right, rejoining the show. He's our first guest, kicking off our 1-year anniversary. Everybody, welcome the national champion forward, Chane Behanan. Chane, appreciate you for rejoining us.
What's going on, TJ and my boy Blake? Man, what's good?
How you been? How's life been treating you?
I've been going good. I'm taking a day at a time. You know, that's all we can do. That's all I can do.
Sure, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
How y'all doing?
Well,
TJ, what's going on?
We good. We good, man. We appreciate you, coming back onto the show. A lot of people, requested your presence, man. Every time you come on here, it's always a great episode. So we're just gonna catch up with you a little bit and find out what's going on, and we're gonna break down some of this good, bad, and the ugly. I'm sure you remember,
for sure.
those
I
film
remember
sessions
them.
used to get a little crazy.
I used to be tucked over there like I ain't gonna. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can outweigh my bad this time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, we on the other side of it, so we gonna get to see what everybody used to be talking about with us.
Okay.
And like I said, I've been doing this for a while now. Probably what we've been doing is about 6 months, 5-6 months.
Yeah. I think the Cincinnati game was our first time that we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm realizing it helps a lot because you subconsciously you don't understand how much film helps your game and helps assist you as far as strategy wise. So it's giving me another glimpse and another outlook on how to approach the game, and to understand this isn't just like you're trying to bash somebody. It's just to strictly help and to get better, for you to learn, because it's a lot of stuff you don't see on the court when you're in the moment. You got to think, we're thinking about so many different things. We're trying to remember play, strategy, get through this screen, rebound, scoring. So it's other things that you're not seeing that's going on around you while you're trying to stay locked into what you're doing. So it's always just a good third eye to keep your awareness. So let's get into it.
No, for sure. Film never lie. You right about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and jump into these. We've got 3 good, we got 2 bad, and 2 ugly. So this is our first good right here.
First good. Okay. Come up. Good ball movement. For sure. See, I like that. I like that Khalifa kid. I like people that, especially bigs, that don't always look to score, always want to pass first. Jokic mindset. I like that. Out the screen, wrap around pass. Khalifa's an excellent passer, man.
I agree.
He's definitely an assist junkie, man. He wants to assist. I know that feeling though, because I'll be on my 2K playing. That's all I want is an assist. So that assist make you feel something about yourself. And like I said, he's excited to watch because he make fancy passes. I like that. I like Khalifa for sure.
For sure, man. He definitely puts himself in a great position, to make those wonderful passes. And I see the guards, they're really working on working off of his body, off those handoffs.
Yeah.
They're really good at running around his body. He's a big kid,
he's like 6'11", right? 7 foot, right? Yeah, for sure.
250, 260, big body. So you just run right off of him, and he's going to pitch that ball right where it needs to be. So, hey, man, shout out Ali.
Ali, high IQ for sure. I remember playing this past summer with him in the gym. Definitely high IQ. Very tall, like you said, big body. Passing on 99 for sure. I like Ali.
Yeah, his pass definitely 99
On
for sure.
99, you feel me? On 99, that's definitely a good for
Yeah.
them, man. 'Cause they need
Yeah.
they definitely need that inside presence like that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you get to play against anybody else that like the TPT team played against some of the guys on the team, didn't they?
I don't know. No. Oh, no. I don't think we got to. Now that I'm
Okay.
thinking about it. No, we didn't get to. But outside of that, like TBT, I have played with the players. Me, Russ, Chris Jones. We have we got that type of they ahead us, and I'd have played against Michael Brown. He's like that for real.
He like that, yeah.
And that was when I think that was his first week on campus. So that was before he even broke in and got any type of college workout, any type of skill workout. I mean, I think his skill come. I mean, I see his father always working him out, so I'm pretty sure that's where the skill set come from. But before he even jumped on college workouts, man, he was impressive.
Okay.
We get into our second of the good. Look at Coach Siva over here coaching him up on the sideline.
Yeah, Siva know what he's doing, man. I'm happy for Peyton.
So what's this look like to you? Shane? This was like
that's
a
a 2-2-1. Yeah, soft 2-2-1, trying to keep it on the sideline. What they in the high 2-3, the high 2-3, man, high 2-3 look like now.
That's
man.
why I was looking. I was like, I couldn't tell if they were in a zone, but now I see it's a
It looked
man.
like it was a zone, but now it looked like they went from a zone straight to a man on the first pass. It looked like. Did the ball go to the middle? I don't remember.
Okay, that's what you. Okay, that makes more sense. So, okay, so the first pass they switched to a man.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Now they into a man. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he up
good
on
communication.
The
I like that 13 kid, man. I can't think of his name. Yeah, Fruit. What's his name?
Sananda Fru.
Sananda
Fru. Yes, he's definitely you know how you judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. We just got to work on his screens, man. We got to get him screened better. I want you to see how he screens the ball, man, how much emphasis. And you remember how much emphasis Coach P used to put just on screening your man, screening the man properly. And, you know, a screen can open up so much for your point guard, for any guard, and for yourself also. You know, if you set a good hard screen, especially you got a guard like Mike Hill that can create off. He can finish with either hand.
Oh my
If
God.
you give him a little bit of space, he has so much to work with. It's how do you want it?
So that's always been a plus for any guards like Markel Brown, Russ Smith, Peyton Siva, Sosa, all Yo era for guards that can come out the pick and roll and create on their own, knowing they got a jump shot mid range, knowing they can handle the ball and go to the basket. That got to put a lot of pressure on the defender mindset. Because I know me, for me coming off, coming up on the screen and trying to guard Russ and them off the pick, and knowing in my mindset like, oh man, he could shoot and dribble. So and he got a lot of handle. So all that's going through your mind. So. Definitely an advantage for the guards, man, coming down off that pick and roll. I can only imagine trying to guard Markel Brown off a pick and roll, man. So,
man, that's what I'm saying, man.
It could get technical for a lot of players. So, I mean, you see it every week, man. This is how 45 last week, 2 or 3 games ago. So that should let
45
you know right there.
is crazy.
Yeah, that's oh man. I think I'd say Russ get 30 on Kentucky that year. I think Russ got like 32, maybe 33. I can't remember, but yeah, Michael Brown.
Well, I see Russ score 65 in the game. You know, I see him score 60, or was it 62?
Right.
We
played
for the Delaware 87ers or something.
I think
I was on that team.
At that time, I was I think I was at the Utah Jazz, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay.
I was over there with them. I remember that era. Everybody like, yo, boy, going crazy. Yeah, he's like that. But yeah,
65.
But yeah, that's but I'm like I said, I'm starting like with Louisville's, what they become. Like I said, I knew it though, just off the work ethic they put in during the summer. That was definitely a difference from the teams that was here previous, for sure. like I said, I'm down there with them guys, man. I know what the type of work put in. I know what the type of work is going to take to, get over that hump too. So, and they doing all the right things, man. They got a good strength and conditioning coach, man. He's a beast, man. He done worked out me, and that's the guy I use when I, utilize the facility. And he's tremendous, man. He's one of the best. Him and Coach G, man.
Coach G, man, for sure.
Coach
That's my
G.
guy.
Shout out to Coach
Man,
G.
funny story about Coach G. When I first met him, I met him
Mhm.
probably it was 6 something in the morning. I had a weight training session, and I think he had already been there for 2 hours working
You
out.
know that.
So he's
You know
been
that.
there since 4.
And
And I
Dan
got
Sweat.
there dead sweat. And when I came in, he was lifting 500 pounds. It would seem like 500 pounds with his neck. He was,
Yeah. Did he have a mouth
veins,
guard in?
mouth guard. Yeah. So I knew this guy, and I think this was my first time really meeting him.
Mm.
And when he told me how old he was at the time, I promise I didn't
Hey.
believe it. He was
Correct me if I'm
he's
wrong,
like
like 66.
65.
I'm 66 when I came. 67. It makes sense.
So
So I'm
60,
like,
what? Yeah, 65, 60. Yeah, about 65.
and they're
And
doing
I'm
all the
looking at
workouts we
him.
doing.
That dude's
Do
huge.
everything we're doing, stay hours upon hours upon hours. Then he's getting my body fat. He's measuring me. He's sneaking to the back, grabbing me the different protein. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you this extra protein.
I swear.
know?
Hey, that's how I used to be,
Yeah,
Coach G. I remember Coach P used to sell, the little fake treadmill, and doing a practice. Go to the treadmill. So Coach G, Ray, get on the treadmill. All right, boom. I'm back there. Coach G, they supposed to be on 15. It's really Coach G got me on 4. Like,
yeah.
you practice all day. I ain't like doing all that.
Man,
Come on. Like,
man,
yeah, Coach G, I love Coach G though.
Coach G is
Sure.
amazing because Coach P, if Coach P had it his way, if he could, man, we would have been on that treadmill, speed 12, 15 minutes. Coach G, like,
15
man,
minutes straight.
I'm not gonna do that I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Every
It
time
was-
he look up here, we gonna kick it up. When he look down, man, I love Coach G, man.
Bless
But I'll tell you one thing, regardless of the fact, whatever that treadmill, when it came to getting us in shape and getting us strong and getting us ready,
one of the best to do it.
one of the best to do it. It was a lot of things that I accomplished, especially in that weight room and just my body wise and conditioning wise that I never thought was possible. But just watching that man mental strength and how he worked hard, is like, man, I can't let this 65-year-old man outdo me. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's nothing. Yeah. Go
what
ahead.
I used to be impressed about, because after we do all the conditioning stuff in the weight room, we do our weights in the morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Then we go to the court to do the court stuff.
Right.
What I was impressed about when we used to do the planks for 6 minutes straight or something like that, 10 minutes straight on each side. And he used to be up there not shaking, everybody shaking dead, about to hit their face on the floor and can't even stand up.
Right.
Coach G is up there, let's go. The whole 5-6 minutes, whatever the case may be, like that man's strength is unbelievable. Like out this gate.
Yeah, man.
Out this
It
gate,
just
man.
mental, and I would have say most of it was just mental.
Yeah, for sure.
His physique was crazy. We knew he was a strong man, but he exposed me to more of the mental side of pushing yourself through things and really pushing yourself past that ceiling that
For
you
sure.
think that you're here, but it's a ceiling past that, whatever ceiling you think that is, man. So shout
For
out
sure.
Coach G.
Shout
And
out to G, for sure.
yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah. On to the
All right.
next, man.
We'll get into this one. Is part good, part bad. First possession is good, or first possession is bad, and then we get into a good. So we'll go ahead and replay it real quick.
No spacer. Crowley need to get to the corner to make that a harder roll. I mean, harder to defend that roll. I can't think. Hadley. I said Carly. Hadley, I meant to say.
Hell yeah.
Those space.
Oh, he need to get more space. Yeah, okay.
On the first one.
On the first one, yeah, on the first one. Yeah.
So you go back, you can see how the left hand kid. Sorry about that, man.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
I'm disconnected.
All right.
All right, what I was saying, Hadley. This Hallie needs to be in the corner because you can see on the next play that the defender that's in that same spot actually in the corner. Number 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So yeah, on this part, you just need Hallie, just get to the corner, man. It's easy. That's the first thing you do anyway. You run to the. We want you deep in that corner. See now, you see the difference. See the difference.
Mm-hmm.
See the 14
Right there.
board.
Right there,
Yeah,
man.
now that's how they got the pick and roll.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yeah. Spacing, man, is key. That's one thing I learned. Spacing is key.
Terrence, a lot, like, when he came in as a freshman, he talks about, like, he had to learn about fronting the center a lot. Like, is there anything that Coach P really, like, was all over you about when you first got into as a freshman?
Probably the front thing because he don't really want nobody 3/4 in front because he playing for Coach Petito, man. I don't think he wants you to give a 3-point shot up or get hit by pick and roll or get buried
Posted
or
up.
have
Yeah,
somebody
buried
post
under
you
the
up. Like he
paint.
don't want you to. He don't want the ball going to the post. From what I understood, so I mean 3/4. I mean that's why. Man, that's why my mind's how it is now, man. I ain't letting nobody catch. I'm not letting up. Ain't too many people. Posting me up, man, and doing what they do, man. So I'm a fronter for sure. Like that's a style thing.
Hey,
That's
that
a
trauma,
style.
man. Hey, man, that boy that hammered that in your head so crazy. I'm talking
I can't
about.
do it. Even in pickup games, I can't even.
I'm
I'm
not
not
letting you
allowing
touch the
it.
ball, bro. You're not gonna
Yeah,
post me up, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm just not gonna.
Nah.
I'm not gonna get buried deep because I wasn't always a big guy. You know, I was always a
But you know how to
thinner.
move your feet and be quick. So.
I gotta guard Hasheem the Beat,
Oh my God,
Dewan Blair,
oh my God.
Greg
Oh, man.
Monroe.
Hey,
Monroe.
Dewan Blair, those videos were going around X, no ACLs, still dominating the Big E. That guy,
Man,
you were to talk about different. Dewan Blair was different.
Different. Like that era
Okay,
was different. Like I wish I came up in that era just so I can see. Like
man.
that
I'm
was a different
telling
era
you.
right there. That
All the
was a
big
different
men
era.
were a problem. Everybody was a problem. So as Coach P is telling you, he like, look, you're gonna get killed if you get behind any of these guys. Any of the guys I just that I just mentioned,
Dang.
man, if they get you under the basket, just hang it up. Just go ahead and just leave because they're
Count it.
gonna 30 piece. 30
Yeah.
piece.
Well,
but
I can't. I go ahead. Go ahead.
But just me using my athleticism and trying to use my foot speed,
Yeah.
that because I wasn't going to out muscle or out
Muscle.
battle
Yeah.
you. I wasn't going to win that battle, but I
Right.
can win the athleticism battle and the foot speed battle. Just not
Right.
let you catch the ball. But go ahead. What
Right.
you gonna say?
Now, well, one thing I was gonna say is one thing that impressed me about being in college and playing out there at around my time, my era, I was so impressed on how the 3-point shot was shot during my time,
Yeah,
as far as
yeah.
other people and Coach P put emphasis on not giving up the 3-point and just being in practice and even the guy ain't shoot, count it, go the other way. Like how the CJ like
Yeah,
count it, like he's open, he's hitting that. And me
yeah.
in practice, like, come on, in my mind, like, Coach, ain't nobody that automatic. Like, didn't really have to go against somebody that's just automatic. Like,
That's
just
automatic.
understanding the shooting method and the work ethic and just understanding them, them little small characteristics that'll make your jump shot pure like that.
Uh-huh.
Man, it makes sense now. Like why Coach P was doing all that. Cause I think I got a nice little mid-range jump shot and I feel like that's
Uh-huh.
wet every time. So it's like I
Yeah.
understand the mentality of it, I understand you put the work in, the confidence of it. I see why
Mhm.
Coach P was saying knock down because that's what these guys do. They knock
That's what
down
they do.
shooters.
Yeah.
Knock down
Yeah.
shooters. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like we always had the best shooter, especially going against,
Oh yeah.
I had Kyle Curry, shoot, even
I had Cal for a year.
yeah, Kyle Preston could shoot too. Preston was a great shooter.
I like
Coach P talks about Mike Murray being the best
Mike
high school
Mara,
shooter he's ever recruited.
Mike
Like high school
Mike
wise,
Mara.
I
Mike
have
Murray was the best shooter he's ever
I
seen.
had Mike Burr for
I,
2
I,
years.
I give Mike Mara because his was I would say his was the most consistent, but Kyle that corner,
Hey,
in that
Kyle's
corner,
corner.
Kyle's corner. I mean, come on,
he's
bro.
like 100%.
Y'all just got to see what in the game. You should see the practice, bro.
That
I'm talking
miss.
about, bro. He did not miss in practice. I don't remember him missing any type, but that's how we got good at guarding the three and just understanding you don't want to give up threes, bro, because we had some of the best shooters in the country. So, hey, man, hey, you'll learn
Definitely
your
have to.
lesson, bro.
You learn your lesson for sure, man. That college basketball, and like I
Yeah,
said, man, it's about spacing. It's
spacing.
about 80% of pick and roll now. Getting to your spots, making your playmakers make the plays, man. Everybody else follow in line. Feel me? Everybody can't be that top guy, top dog, man. Egos got put aside. That's one thing I can't respect. And I know you guys said I'm gonna elaborate on the little Notre Dame game from because that was the last game. That's the last game we lost until we won it. So
Yeah.
and that statement right and that right there was a key. That 18 game winning streak we went on to win it. The 18th game was the championship game. So that right there just says a lot about people buying in, egos get put up, and just playing good basketball, man. Everybody just out there for one another because at that time that's what it was. And I feel like when we lost to Notre Dame, that was the time. Through the season, you get that mental lapse, lose 3-4 straight. I think we just lost the last. Okay, I gotta go back and remember, but off the top of my head, we probably lost the last 6 out of 7, Brody. And that's
Yeah,
Big East play. So you know what that's
man.
like, right? So yeah, we lost Notre Dame that little 5 overtimes, and man, that was our last loss to go ahead and you feel me win that junk, man. So that was just all just about buying in, man. And we had a meeting after that game. Me, Peyton, Luke, the captains, and all that. And, we just put our ego aside, man. That was the last time. We lost, man. Was
Yeah.
February. What day was it? I can't remember. February. I know it was February.
17th,
18th or
maybe.
something?
Yeah, something
17th,
like that.
18th? Yeah, so that was
Speaking of that game, this book right here came out when I was in like 7th grade, probably the last book I've ever read in my life right there. And it came out right after you guys won the national championship. And one of the stories he talked about in that Notre Dame game, I don't know when it was, what part of the game, but he calls Russ over. I guess Russ ruined like 3 or 4 possessions in a row, offense and defense. And he said, all right, Russ, I'm putting 4 people on the baseline right here. There's 15 seconds left. You're not going until the clock hits 6.
He
He's
went
like, okay.
anyway.
He made him repeat it to coach again. So he made sure he understood it. Everybody's down on the baseline. He's on the sideline counting 15, 14. Remember, and before he can even get it out, 9 seconds left, 10 feet behind the 3-point line,
Russ
shoots it, missed it, goes over to the sideline. Coach is like, get this kid some medication. What's wrong with him? Did you not hear what I said? And then I don't know if this part's for the book right here, but he said, Russ tells him, Coach, you're having a bad day. Is that a little inflated for the book?
I can't recall that day. I just remember definitely Russ took, I ain't saying that, this much Russ a little bit that, but Russ definitely took every shot at the end of every overtime that year.
Yeah.
And I want to say out of 5 overtimes, 2 of them overtimes, I was open on the baseline when he drove or did what he did. So he definitely could have handled that, man. That's a game. That's probably one of my best games at my Louisville career, man. 30 and 15.
Yeah,
30 and
56 minutes.
Jeez,
you need a couple ice baths after that one,
man. Like I said, but I think that's what threw fuel on the fire right there, man. We lost that. We know we were better than 20 points better than the team, and we end up losing 5 overtime. So that was unacceptable. A lot of missed slaps in that game. Like I said, and just wasn't executing nothing right that game at the end of the game at least because everything was going right. I want to say we was losing. I have to go back and watch that game because I want to say was we losing the whole game and just fought back. I just can't remember that game. But Notre Dame was a tough team that year. Who all they have? They had
Cooley fouled out early.
Cooley fouled out.
Jarrett Grant, he hit some
Grant.
unbelievable. You could
That's
tell
what it was.
the Lord was on their side that night because they were hitting some unbelievable
threes,
shots.
all that. You're right. I remember, yeah. So yeah, Notre Dame, that crowd was that crowd was amazing, man. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, since we're hitting into the bad, might as well bad memories go into the bad part of the segment.
Sure.
So we'll get into our
check my
real bad.
Check my little graphic up at the top, man. Chane.
Okay, there. I like that.
Yeah.
This the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah,
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But let's see if I can identify before it comes. Let's see. So I see a picture of that. Iverson cut he doing right there.
Yeah, Iverson. Look,
Iverson is he down screening?
So my thing was, this is what my emphasis was on Fruit. A great player, we love Fruit. His screening ability is virtually non-existent.
Yeah, I had that problem too, TJ. Thank you.
It's virtually non-existent. He's and he's that type of player where he needs, a good pick and roll screen so he can take advantage of his athleticism and get to those open spots. Kind of like how me and you were, rolling that baseline, getting on that baseline, rolling hard and ready for that dump down, put it on somebody's head.
Yeah.
You are a wonderful man. You are a strong guy, a wonderful rebounder. Your rebounding ability compared to mine was a lot better.
Appreciate
But
that.
but with him, he just needs to focus on staying solid, drawing contact with the player, and rolling hard. And even when we're trying to get players open, our shooters, we have great shooters. So
great shooters.
You need to set a good screen just so these guys, they only need a little bit of space, but they can't create too much on their own. Not saying that they're not capable, but they're better off catch and shoot guys. So we just like I was trying to get Fruit to screen harder and focus in on that.
Yeah. If he's like I said, I didn't understand the pick and roll situation or just how important it was to put a body on somebody to create for others, not just even myself. So I think he definitely need to emphasize screening hard, putting a body on. Because like I said, I was the one of them a rubber, like try to go past you, just a brush screen. You feel me? What we call a brush screen. So you need to take him out the picture. You want him to be stuck on your body. You want to be stuck on your body for at least 1 or 2 seconds.
At least a
2
couple seconds. You said
boom.
it. Yeah.
Boom. You feel me? Clear him out. So your guy gotta guard that guard so it can make it easier for you. Cause you roll, that mean weak side help. What you got? 3 or you gonna stop the roll. So it's basketball
even
simple,
if he
man. We make it hard. Oh yeah, if he's snaking it, and you go the opposite way, you go the opposite way of his snake. Boom. Now that opposite. Either way, opposite guy got to get you, or it's a dunk or a 3 if he get you. So basketball's simple, man. I think some people make it hard. And I learned that just by playing this 2K stuff. I'm not even a game head, but
man, hold on. You keep talking 2K, about this Brody. 2K, man. We gonna have to add each other, man. You got
hey, send me your tag. Send me your tag.
I'm over here.
Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't got my controller. I'm in another location, but hey, it's there. It's there. I'm a Call of Duty head too. I'm a Call of Duty head too.
I'm on Battlefield right now. I've heard the new Call of Duty.
For sure. No, it's weak though. They making it weak, but like I said, playing 2K and stuff like that. I've heard this from a lot of players though. Even on the football side, I was class of 2011 with Teddy Bridgewater, one of the greats of Louisville quarterback, and that's all he did was play football. And believe it or not, guess what? He learned from it.
I learned a lot of. That's how I mean.
He learned. I'd have came to his room. I ain't gonna say me and Teddy chill, but I knew acquaintances around his football team that he was good with, and I used to come over there and watch. So I don't watch Teddy play football. That's all he does. Play NFL at the time he was here, or whatever the case may be that was out. But that's how you learn. And to back up that, Jay McDaniels, the quarterback from the Commanders, he used a VR set, a game to help him pinpoint different reads and where to throw the ball at. He's virtually doing that. So me playing just get my eyes open more, and I'm coming off the pick and roll because I'm guard on there. Coming off that pick and roll, and now I can see it from both angles. It's like being a prosecutor than a lawyer. You feel me? So you know how it is, man. Take everything about timing. So you know it.
Speaking about timing, we'll go into ugly and keep on going about these screens because it seems like this has moved to the ugly part of the show because, I mean, it's been a moving screen once every single game. Oh,
I'm about,
whoa.
I'm about to be like Coach P. Stop it.
There we go.
Yeah,
TJ, what is
stop
that?
it.
TJ,
Right
what is
here.
that?
It's just
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be solid right there. Yeah, just stop right
He's
there. That's a good
using his
screen.
hands.
Because you screen him, guess what? Look what Michael Brown player doing. That's a 3.
Let me see what he do.
Yeah, you hard
Bang,
screen him.
right there. Hit him.
Hard screen. And we need more
Michael ready
spacing,
for the
man.
spot.
Everybody, them 2 corner people get down. Y'all making it hard to guard people. They compacting it. Y'all close to each other. What they gonna do? Defenders
Stop.
close to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look
that's
how
too
everybody's
compact.
jumbled
Look,
up.
it jumped up.
Yeah,
Far right, be far corner, get down. So
all the
your
way
man can
down.
get,
Yeah.
you feel me? This is 3 for
Mhm.
you. You get all the way down. Cause look who rolling. Look what your man just did.
Right, exactly.
Watch. Boom. Look what your man just did. You in the
He's
corner,
all the
that's
way.
trade.
And
Point
then
guard
that
can't see
guy,
you that high. You level with the point guard. No, sir. You got to be down in that corner to get unlevel with him. Now that pass coming to you right now before he even cracked the free throw. Look, boom. You in
bam.
the corner, right over his head. 3.
Now, if he steps out and guards the corner, who's open? Sonny, Fru's gonna be open. So,
Yeah,
bam, he
yeah,
set the
facts.
screen. So,
Yeah.
go ahead, let it play. Now, stop it. See, is that Kobe?
yeah,
Is
he's
that
in
Kobe?
the top by
That's
their bench.
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
Kobe. Yeah, that's Kobe for sure.
Yeah.
And
So
Hadley bottom.
if he's dipping down a little bit, if Kobe is a little bit more spaced out, once he comes off, go ahead, play it. Yeah, if that guy right there is playing tag, he'll have to if Kobe space out a little bit more. Shoot, man, we could have. Hey, you can hit Fru. It's so many options that you can have off a pick and roll.
Coswell, he could wait for the screen a little more. He could wait
That's
for it.
another.
I think he went early. That's why the
It,
pick was what it was.
and that's the thing, sometimes it's the guard, he needs to wait more.
Yeah,
But a lot of times, if you're not a great screen setter, like sometimes your guard know you're not a great screen setter. They
right.
like, bruh, I'm gone, bro. I know you're not gonna set a good screen. I'm
So
just
the guy,
gonna
I
go.
see what you said. Yeah, yeah,
So,
I see exactly what you said.
but if your guard know every time I wait on this screen, I get a bucket or something good, he gonna be patient. He gonna
Yeah,
wait. He gonna be like, all right, hold
yeah,
on, wait. He
yeah,
tired. Hey, let him
yeah.
let him get up here. We're gonna wait on the extra minute.
Yeah, for
So
future reps, man, don't overstart the play, man. Just make sure everybody's spacing, man. That's one thing. That's the only thing I can say. Spacing, spacing, spacing. TJ, you
spacing,
know that.
spacing. You right.
That
You
shit
right
going.
about
That
that.
shit
That's
going.
spacing. Make the game
Spacing.
easier. It makes
Make
it
the
a
game
lot
easier.
easier. It just
Spacing.
makes it easier.
And just doing the
Man.
right thing, man. Don't try to do the home run play. Just make it
Yeah.
simple, man. That's what I'm about. This right here. This my simple years right here, man. I ain't doing
Right.
all that. It's all simple, man.
Yeah.
Simple. You'll
Yeah.
still get dunked. Well, we'll still get dunked on, but
Yeah.
I'm simplifying it, man. If you can't stop that jumper,
Yeah.
hope you can stop it for real.
All
Right.
right, we'll get into our final of the ugly.
Final ugly.
Yeah, let's
see.
get to it. Okay.
4 on 2, and we didn't score.
Travel.
Travel.
Yeah, watch Kanai Ruths. He catches the ball at the 3-point line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he
Thinks
tries
he's Giannis.
Then he tries to pass it. Now, if we're in the NBA or something, he probably could have got away with this, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he tries to pass it at the last minute. With me, I would have took one dribble, and I probably would have tried to take off from that ACC line. One dribble, I'm gonna just try to jump in between both of them and dunk it. I'm probably not even thinking too much pass, but I would like to see Kanai just get more comfortable. Oh snap, we lost him. I like to see Kanai just put the ball on the floor. It's not too bad it's not too bad. Just slight mental lapse. Okay. But, right here is perfect time for you to get a ESPN top 10, Kanai. All right, this should be a one dribble poster. You're athletic enough. I like to see you just working on your one dribble, taking off and putting it on somebody's neck right here. Okay. But I like the unselfishness. I like them trying to pass the ball and thinking, pass himself. But, they'll go, like I said, he'll go back. And he knows that's not what he was trying to do. But at the same time, it's like, hey man, be aggressive. And make sure you're attacking with pure relentlessness and aggression, man, because you want to keep putting pressure on the rim, but he'll be fine. And I don't see this happening again, but it's a learned lesson.
That's it for this segment on good, bad, and ugly for the Georgia Tech game. Later in the show, we'll have the North Carolina game. If everybody noticed, Shane, his phone died halfway through the end of that last clip, but it was great catching up with him, and hopefully have him back on again soon, because it's always a great conversation talking to Shane.
Yeah, always wonderful catching up with Shane, man. We hope to have him on a lot more often. And his insight is great because he, we're not too far apart from each other just as far as our time playing for Coach P and playing at the University of Louisville. So a lot of the things that were indoctrinated to me were also indoctrinated to him. So we can relate on a lot of things, just a lot of situations that we see out there. And like I said, we're here just to observe and to help. We just want to help, and we love Louisville. We love the whole organization, university as a whole. And when they're successful, that means we're successful, and we want to see us bring home another championship. And coming from Shane, he's a champion. I didn't win a college championship, but he's a champion, so he definitely knows what it takes to get to that next level. And we'll definitely catch up on some stories and some, just hear different things as far as from his insight on what it takes to make it to that level, man, the work you have to put in. So shout out Shane, man. Love having you on.
Just wanted to take a second and give a big shout out to Bestway, home of the low price guarantee or it's free, where you can get all your home furnishing needs on a deal. They have everything from smart refrigerators, washer dryer sets, 86-inch TVs, PS5s, Xboxes, all the way to reclining living room suites and bedroom suites. Bestway offers so many ways to pay, from retail to rent to own and even financing through Lendmark. With 2 locations in Indiana, 1 in New Albany and 1 in Jeffersonville, and 5 locations in Kentucky: Radcliffe, Dixie Highway, Hikes Lane, Shelbyville, and Shepherdsville. Stop by today and tell them that we sent you to get $100 off your new item. Now let's get back to the show. We appreciate Shane for joining us, even though he had that late drop-off with his phone. Anytime that we can get Shane on here to talk basketball, it's always a great conversation. But we'll go ahead and dive into the UNC recap now. We had a late run, but ended up losing 77-74. I mean, 3 keys for that game was get them in early foul trouble. The refs weren't really calling anything throughout that game. A couple very questionable calls, but we didn't win the 50-50 battles. That was key number 2. It's like Jay Williams the entire night was saying it was like 80-20 balls, and it kind of seemed like that. They were getting them every single time. And then key number 3, maybe the most important, was contain Seth Trimble. Containing him, that was 16 points in the first half, a career high, and that led to a career high in 30 points, where he shot 11 for 16. Yeah. So we talked about the complete different game for Isaac McNeely. Ended up coming out, didn't score a point, 0 for 5 from 3. And then if there was a bright spot, I'd say it might have been Zoo. I mean, he had some tough minutes late in the game, but I mean, we'll see it in the good, bad, and ugly. Like, the stuff that he was doing on defense, I don't think there's anybody else really on the team can do what he can do.
Yeah. I mean, Zoo is the definition of, hard work beats talent. He's not the most talented basketball player, but he works hard, and I'll pick him any day. Put him on my team any day. That's what you want, somebody that's going to come out there and leave it out on the line. I feel like for the most part, I mean, he played 12 minutes, but he gave us some quality 12 minutes. And the reason what I'm just looking at how his movement and his activity and his creation of space for other people, for other people, and his physicality. It was a physical game, and he's out there, he's setting hard screens, he's rolling, he's sealing off guys. So that's what I'm looking at. But outside of Michael Ryan and Javon, no, we didn't really get too much production out of our other guys, our other focal guys. And even Ryan, he got hot a little bit later on towards the end of the game, so he's kind of struggled, in the early parts of the game. Javon's been playing really well, actually. You know, he shot 6 for 8 from the field, 2 from 3. He's been shooting at 3-point. And I mean, I said this earlier. I said, hey, I'm just saying, I said this earlier. He's more effective if he defines himself as a 3-point, you know, as a small forward. You know, he's not a baseline post guy, big guy. You know, he's a wing. And his shots been looking really great, shooting it really well. I felt like we were in this game most of the time. You know, it got away from us a little bit, but we still were able to rally it back. And those type of things happen in the game. Teams get ahead. Okay, it's part of the game. You're playing against North Carolina, so they're gonna play good. They're gonna make runs. You just have to be able to muster up the fortitude to withstand those runs and not get down and stay focused and locked in. The last, I'll say, minute and a half of the game, I felt like it was a coin toss. I feel like we had an opportunity to really make a push forward and maybe force it to overtime. Just a few key things toward the end of the stretch, but yeah, Trimble, man, you know, like I said, it was our key. Got to stop him. We went for 30, and he was kind of giving it to us however way you wanted it for us to to digest it. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it is. But we still play hard though. You know, 77-74. It started looking real ugly a little bit later on in the game to where they could have blew the lid off the arena. So I mean, we'll go back to the drawing boards and we'll try to, we'll get them on the next one.
Yeah, Michael shot. I mean, he shot more shots than he had points. He had 24 points, 9 of 25 from the field. Conwell had 23 points, 7 of 19 from the field. And I don't know if it was in the post-game press conference. I can't remember where I saw it. It was somewhere on X where I saw it. Sorry, whoever had the source, but Kelsey talked about Javon. Like, he's our best post player. And it's like, he's 6'6". So that's kind of tough.
Hey man, I don't know what that's to me, that don't sound like the best thing, to say, because if Javon, a 6'6" guy, is your best post player, what does that say about your post players? But this is what we have, and I'm gonna rock with my guys to the to the wheels fall off. I'm such a fan of every single one of these guys. They're, wonderful talent out there. I love watching them play. And we shot a lot of threes, though. Shot a lot of threes. He lived by the three, died by it. I mean, Mike Hill, 14 threes. He shot 14, 6 for 14. Ryan shot 11 threes, 4 for 11. So I like to see us get a little bit more aggressive, attack down Sonny. Hey, man, more physicality, man. More physicality. I don't know. He looks a little hurt out there. Something's going on.
He has not looked the same the past couple weeks.
He's kind of limping around a little bit. He's not getting off the ground as quick. There's something going on with him. I don't want to speculate or anything, but it's something and I'm such a fan of Sonny. I love Sonny. I love watching him play. And the reason why I hone in on him so much, because he plays my position and I know how he can affect the game. And I know when there's a time when we have to lean on him. He has to be a great shot blocker, a great rebounder, rim protector, a dunker, pick and roll guy, running the floor. That's one thing I used to get my bread and butter. If you not to compare anything, but running the floor. If you go back and look at my film, I'm beating every guard down the floor. There's nobody is faster than me. I'm going to beat the guards down the floor. So they have to pass me the ball because I'm the only one down here. We have to put pressure on the rim. And it opens it. The reason you're not just running the floor to get the ball. I'm running the floor so I can put pressure on the rim and it create open shots for my wings, for those wings. Kyle Curry, that's running to the corner, Kyle's corner, Preston Knowles, ready to spot up and knock down those threes. So you just putting pressure on the rim. And then if you don't have anything at the rim, you come back and set a hard pick and roll hard and then hopefully that'll by then something should have already developed out of that. But just physicality, man. But yeah, that's kind of how it went.
Shout out Eric Crawford for this stat. I believe it was from 2011 to 2017. Our defense, we didn't rank outside the top 8 in total defense from 2011 to 2017. And then just these last 3 games, shout out to Louisville Sports Live for this one. But SMU shot 59% and 47% from 3, outscored Louisville 46-30 in the paint. Georgia Tech shot 46% from the floor, didn't have a good three-point shooting night, shot under 20%, but they outscored us in the paint 40-24. And then North Carolina shot 54%, 36 from 3, and then they outscored us 40-24 in the paint. So it's like it just seems like when the three's not going, they were playing those pass lanes so heavy, and we were getting late in the shot clock every single time. And it's just we didn't really have that insight. Like, shout out Ollie, he made a threat. He made that. Yeah, I think he had a hook shot, just didn't go in. He made a threat down low, but it's like, Sonny, I think he had, what do you have, 3 points?
Yeah, I mean, we have to get productivity out of other guys. We have to be more aggressive, put more pressure on the rim. We shoot the ball, but the three's not always going to fall. We have to have other aspects of the game that we need to impact. Okay. But when I played, we did put emphasis on the 3. We wanted threes. Okay. So it ain't like, oh, we got to shy away from it. No, shoot the 3, but it's a balance. We got to keep attacking. The pressure on the rim creates the open. You want to choose the path of least resistance. We want wide open. We want open threes. We don't want to take challenge threes. We want open threes in our spots. But yeah, it seems that our shots weren't really falling as well as we wanted to, and we weren't able to defensively just kind of hone in and get stops when we needed to. This game's about getting stops at the right time. And we had ample opportunities to get stops at the right time and change this game around. Man, how big would that have been, winning at UNC, such a legendary school, so much history there. They're packed in there. If you see that sea of baby blue, you see all those fans there, that would have been epic. We were right there too. So, I mean, I think it's something we can build on. I think it was a bad shoe night, but I'm not too like, oh man, we didn't take it. It's just a few things. Referees kind of had a little thing to do with it. I think it was interfering.
Yeah, that interference and obvious charge against Zoo. I don't understand.
Charge. There's a couple, but you got to expect that when you're coming into somebody's house, the refs aren't going to have it in your favor. When we're home, we get a lot of stuff that go in our favor too. So we know how it goes, but we have to, that's when you kind of have to, just play aggressive in defense. Offense will take care of itself. I think we focus too much on getting threes off and who gonna shoot a 3 and 3. Man, play some defense, bro. The threes, everything gonna come, bro. Just play deep. Our main focus should be defense, and then you'll look up and you'll have whatever you thought you wanted to have. You'll have that plus more. And how about this? You'll have a dub on the table. So that's kind of how it is, man. Yeah.
I remember hearing a long time ago, like Pitino's emphasis on the 3 when he was at Providence. Like Thompson, all them, they hated the 3. They were taking like 5 a game. And Pitino, he didn't understand it. And they were in conferences, their conference calls between the coaches. Like they were so against shooting the 3. And Pitino went and played some team over in Russia, and they shot like 43s. Pitino thought he was shooting a lot of 3s. I think they were shooting like 15 or 15 to 25, something like that, which is an unreal amount at that time. And he goes and plays a team in Russia, and they shoot like 45 in that game. And that's where he said he kind of understood, like, oh, 3 is more than 2, especially at that time. And so he was really like an early person on the 3-point line. And then Kelsey talks a lot about hunting good shots. And I feel like the games that we've won, we've done a great job of swinging the ball and getting good open shots. But the ones where we haven't hunted good shots, like we had a lot of one-on-one ball yesterday, and they were overplaying those passing lanes like we talked about. It's like we couldn't get good shots, and it seems like it just threw completely everything off of rhythm, and we couldn't get inside either.
Yeah, I mean, UNC, they really had it. They had a flow to their game. They really had it going. And I just think that we didn't really impose our will, and they were missing their best player. You know, Caleb, he wasn't even out there, so that was another thing too that kind of stuck out to me. It's like, man, they don't even have him out there, and you know, this is a close game, but we still have to find a way to rally ourselves together and understand that we want to take good shots, especially late in the game. And we have to really lock in on stopping the man that's in front of us and communicating. It was a few things, a few miscommunication things that happened out there that could have been prevented, but just kind of staying on your toes, having more awareness and talking out there. But yeah, in those type of playing against those type of teams in that type of environment, you really got to focus in and really got to make sure you're covering all your bases and you're locked in and not making too many mistakes because they'll make you pay.
We'll get into this game's good, bad, and ugly. We've got too good, too bad, no ugly, but we'll just go too good and too bad. We got a long episode, so we'll still get in. We'll get into these for this game.
Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we got an out of bounds play. Looks like Javon comes down, sets that pin down, the handoff. We got Kobe. Just coming off. Okay. And this is good patience. This is really good patience. And it looks like we were really deliberate and intentional on all our movement. And but this is a really great move. I like to see Ryan do more of this ball handle. This is probably one of the first times I've seen him handle the ball this well. He's a good ball, but just kind of handling traffic, feeling comfortable, swinging it around, getting other guys open, pitching it out, and then creating a nice lefty layup for them to attack and get to the basket.
Great steal by Zoo.
Yeah, and then we got Zoo out there. He's putting bodies on guys, creating spacing, seeing what's going on. He's sealing, and then he's sealing out. You know, he's sealing his man out so that Ryan can attack the basket and get a nice strong finish at the cup. So shout out Zoo for putting his body on somebody, sealing off, and Ryan for being nice and patient and waiting for something to develop for him.
We'll get into our second good, and what do you know? This is Big Zoo again.
Okay, Big Zoo. Okay, so this is what I was kind of talking about before, just as far as using your athleticism and getting into that frontal position. See how he doesn't want to get caught behind the big man. He wants to stay in front of him. And this is going to make that guy that has the ball think twice about passing it in. Because you got Javon over there. If he throws it over the top, he risks Javon coming over the top and stealing it. And then you got Isaac right here putting pressure on the ball, which is making it even more difficult for him to get the post entry. So this is just great all-around defense right here, and great defense by Zoo to get into the frontal position, moving his feet, using his lateral speed to make sure that big guy doesn't touch the ball in the post. And yeah, he comes up with it. You know, this is textbook right here. Frontal position, swim move. But yeah, this is great job by Zoo overall. Way to take advantage and use his foot speed and his athleticism and not let that guy catch the ball in the post.
I mean, we've seen Kaysen do it from time to time when he's been out on the field or on the court, but it's like fronting that well. Like we've seen Isaac from time to time, but fronting wise, Zoo is playing the absolute hardest down on that block, and it's like he's somebody. It looks like every time he touches the floor, he's like, "Let's go." And there's that interview that came out by Floyd Street Media of everybody asking who on the team, who do you not want to play one-on-one? And it's like, I don't want to play Zoo. I don't want to play Zoo because he's just a bruiser and they're going to fight the entire game. And I feel like especially from down low. Like, he's not the most athletic, but like we need a bruiser. And I mean, it looks like the more that we play, if Sonny's dealing with something, we're definitely going to have to lean on him a little bit more. But 12 minutes, 6 rebounds, and he was still going to work like that down on the block. Like, maybe he's hitting his groove right at the perfect time.
No, he's earning his minutes. You know, you got to go out there and work. He wants to win, and I feel like there were a few parts in this game where he really helped us. He got some big rebounds for us, got some big stops, did some set some hard screens, clear some space for us. So I like to see more of that. You know, he hasn't played a lot of minutes this whole season. You know, he's played a few spot minutes here and there, 2 or 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. But I like to. It's tough because he does play hard. He's a great player, but there are some things that he is a liability on. He is a liability in some areas, So it's like, and PK, he's a coach. He's gonna have to mix and match, and he's gonna have to figure some stuff out. And that's what us as the people, we just have to kind of sit back, play our position, let the coach be the coach, let him handle what he gonna handle, because it's a puzzle piece. It's a puzzle piece, just figuring out, putting pieces to the puzzle. Then every and every game isn't the same. Everybody that you're playing isn't always the same. So it's gonna, certain players are gonna make sense for certain games at certain times. So you just want to make sure you stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Big Zoob, stay ready, keep working hard, and you're definitely gonna be valuable later on down in the season, later on in the season. So PK that's gonna be a task he's gonna have to fulfill, and we're gonna see. We just gotta sit back, watch, let PK do what he do, put these pieces to the puzzle together, and hopefully we can make us a portrait.
All right, we'll get into the bad of this show. Oh, we got 3 bad. Sorry about that.
Okay. So this is just bad communication right here. Trimble, like I said, Trimble is a talented player, but they're switching, but I think Michael switches with Javon, I believe. So he talks to Javon. So in turn, Javon needs to talk to Sonny to do that second switch, because they do another switch. So Michael switches with Javon, but Fru gets caught in that rotation. So Javon has to communicate with him, but it's just miscommunication. Sonny, he's just playing by habit. He's blitzing out, and Michael calls for the screen. It's a miscommunication right there. So we definitely have to play up on that. And Javon, I would say in this case, Javon needs to communicate to Sonny, stay up top, stay up top, stay up top, stay up top. Because he doesn't see what's going. He doesn't really see what's going. He thinks somebody is there. I guess he's blitzing out, but I mean, technically his man is screening, so he blitzes out, but Michael, Javon switch at the same time. So all Javon needs to do is tag him, say, "Hey, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up." But it's too late. Trimble's he's already recognizes what's going on, and he's got it off. He's getting his 3 off. So, I mean, this is a communication play. It could be fixed. It's nothing too crazy, but it's just more awareness. We just need to make sure we have more awareness, and we're looking out for our guys out there.
We'll get into our second bad, and this is where probably watching as a fan is like, uh-oh. This is about to turn into a Duke game or like one of those games where we kind of lost it. It just seemed like from here on. But credit to those guys for responding and getting it so close, because this could have definitely been a nail in a coffin.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, look at that crowd. They're going crazy. But we and this is what Ali does really well. But I think that I believe that was Michael.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped as he was coming back up to, 'cause I guess at the last minute he thought he was gonna go back door.
Yeah.
So
He
Michael,
planted that foot. Looks like he's
so
going.
right. So he thought he was Michael had a different idea because he saw he was overplaying. So and Ali, he's just doing this by habit. He's been doing this his whole life. So he's like, man, I'm used to handing it off. Man, it's the handoff. Here it go. It's the ball right here. But Michael sees him overplaying. So he's like, boom, I'm gonna go back door. But by the time they make that connection, Ali has already kind of left the ball out there because he was anticipating already having to hand the ball off. So I can see how that miscommunication can a little bit confusing, because Michael made an audible at the last minute. He said, "Nope, I'm gonna go this way," and it's like, man, the ball here though. But they'll go back, see the film, and it'll be corrected later on.
All right, we'll get into our final bad, and there's about 3 different things going on in this clip as a whole.
Yes, sir. Okay. So this was a pivotal point in the game for me. So we got Michael, he's having a fairly decent game, and he gets the jump, pushing to his left, and he's great at scoring with either one of his hands. But right here is what sticks out to me. Sonny, this should be a putback smash city McSmashstein. All right. ESPN top 10. There's no way we shouldn't get that putback, because this cuts it to a 1-point game, and I believe Michael, one of the next plays down, he does end up making a 3. So that could have, potentially put us in a tie ball game going into overtime and put us in a better position to be successful, and start a whole new game over. So we have to get those offensive rebounds, those putbacks. He's not getting off the ground as quickly as I like. Towards the end, actually, he made some really great. It was 2 or 3 great defensive plays he made towards the end that really helped us. And my thing is, don't wait until the last 2 minutes of the game to play that. You have to play that way the whole game, big fella. All those block shots, all those rebounds, that intensity that I saw the last 2 minutes, that you got some really great saves, some really great stuff for us to keep us in the game towards the end. It has to be the whole game. And I think if it's like that, if you're playing like that the whole game, it's no chance we lose this game. No chance.
We'll go into this clip too. Kelsey said in the post-game press conference, if you know, he's pointing at the floor right here, and he's wanting. We had 1 timeout left. He's wanting to talk it over, go over something, and Michael went ahead, maybe foul, maybe not. I mean, it's a 50-50. You can call a foul there, but I mean, also too, that's a Terence Jennings is drooling at the mouth looking at that putback.
Man, that's a big man's dream. That's a gift. I know Christmas over. Hey, but look, that's just a gift right there, man. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Hey, ESPN Deportes.
Top 9.
Top 9. Hey, so I'm just saying, shout out to Michael for being aggressive. A lot of times I feel like he would have just did a step back 3 or something. I'm cool with him taking it to the basket, trying to make something happen. Could have been called for a foul. It's anything could have happened. But we had 2 missed opportunities to get a bucket right there that I feel like were very pivotal in the game and could have just, changed anything, any mistakes that we made before could have just, gave us a whole new life and a chance to actually come out on top. But there are definitely some things we could build on. I say, hey, these my guys. And it was a wonderful game to watch. Very fun game to watch. Those guys are talking smack to the fans. They're over there like,
oh man, that guy in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
He was talking to Javon, Adrian. They couldn't wait. I mean, every time he talked, they made a shot. So I wish he kind of talked a little bit more.
Right. Every time they hit one of those shots, they were looking down at him like, hey, you just seen that, right? So, hey, that's what you got to do, man.
Oh, you know what it was? That was the first half. That we needed them to move to the other side of the the court for the second half, so they'd be in that corner. But they were in the North Carolina corner for the second half. That's what it was. We're blaming that loss on that, switching halves at halftime.
Man, we gotta keep it the same way, man. But hey, they were sometimes you gotta get somebody that'll bring that beast out of you. You know, somebody that's gonna talk a little smack and be like, oh, let me show you. Okay. But I mean, we should already have it turned on. Shouldn't take for those guys to say any of that stuff till we should already be shutting them up before they even get to talking. They're like, don't even get to saying nothing. Hey, shut up. Shut it up. But hey, we came out. Shout out UNC. They played a tough game. You know, like I said, a lot of history there. It's a tough building to play in front of. I'm sure it's very loud there. But all in all, you know, we still, you know, some things we can build on. But you know, it wasn't that bad of a show out, man. We still gave ourselves a good chance towards the end of the game, so not too mad at it.
Yeah, I think just as a whole, if we can cut down on those late, I mean, really the beginning to mid second half it's kind of hit at different parts where it seems around the maybe 12-minute mark, everything can kind of turn in the second half. So and it seems like it just comes down to communication and just hunting good shots. Like we'll stop hunting good shots and we'll just have defensive lapses, and that's kind of where things go downhill. But they see like they're fixable things, and like just getting in the right defensive spot, getting that right angle instead of just letting them basically get a walk to the basket. Like they can still get that proper angle. So I think there's still definitely fixable spots that it's not too late, but I mean, it is almost March.
It's almost March. So a lot of this stuff we need to correct and get it together. And I predict we should be a total different team. We just got to think of it as a new season, March. This whole new identity. Get your guys together, man. Y'all go have dinner, go sit down and really talk and say how do we want to be remembered, and how do we want to leave our imprint just on this organization and this program and change this all around. You know, this is a lot of history here, Louisville. We're used to championships, we're used to winning. So
we got the Rain Man, Reyne Smith, joining the show after this break. Talk a little bit about Javon Hadley, what he's been doing in the NBL, getting ready to head to the World Cup. So you can catch him on the other side of this break, along with TJ's Three Keys presented by Wing Station for the Clemson game, and a special game for this week in Cardinal history, looking back at Terence's freshman season again. So we'll see you on the other side.
When it comes to the wings in the city, there's only one stop that always delivers. This is always our go-to spot in the city. Pull up to Wing Station. If you rocking with In The Ville, we had to put our name on something special.
Wing Station, flavor that speaks for itself. Grab the Spill in the Meal deal.
Crispy wings, bold flavors, fresh every single time.
All right, joining us today for our 1-year anniversary episode, we got the man joining us again, Reyne Smith. Reyne, how you been?
Yeah, good. Been busy, so can't complain. And congrats, guys, on 1 year. It's big time.
Appreciate you validating and jumping on our show. Always love to have somebody like a sniper like yourself come on here and bless us with your knowledge for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Yeah, you've been able to hit the floor a couple more times since the last time you've talked. End of your season now, but you had a great, it's a really good end of your season. Had 13 points your last game, 11 the game before that. Just besides your injury, how would you really encapsulate your first year as a pro?
It was interesting. There's a lot for me to learn from kind of in the college environment where you're pretty much monitored all the time, and then you get into the pros and it's like you're on your own to a certain extent. But so just kind of managing my free time, how to be productive and things like that. And for me, it was a big learning curve. It's the first time I've ever been below 500 for a season. So it was definitely a learning curve for me for my first pro year. But yeah, I mean, outside of the injury, it was enjoyable, and yeah, looking forward to just keep playing really.
Reyne, you're going to represent Australia in the World Cup qualifiers. So
Yep. Yep.
exactly, what does that mean to you to represent for your country?
It's awesome. I think it's pretty addicting to be completely honest. Like I've been fortunate enough to have a fair share of times representing Australia and doing multiple trips, and I just think the the vibe within the team and kind of the culture around Australian basketball and representing your country and everything like that's like unlike anything I've been a part of. So it's definitely super cool, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to get that and get to explore some pretty cool places around the world.
When does the qualifier start?
So the games are Thursday and Sunday,
Okay.
Australia time. So I fly out this afternoon to Sydney, then stay the night there, then fly overseas tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
we'll ask you a couple questions about just some of your old teammates here at Louisville. I know last episode we asked you about Kaysen and Kenai, and one guy just we want to ask you about right now, Mr. Reliable, Javon Hadley. Just can you talk about kind of what he brings to a team and just the leadership that he has? Because like I remember when I met him for the first time at media day, the first time I talked to him, he was like, "Yes, sir. No, sir." I was like, "Dude, chill out. You're a year younger than me, I think." It's like, "We're the same. Stop. You're making me feel old." Just like what
Yeah.
how was he as a teammate and just everything that he brings to a team?
Yeah, I mean, what you see and like you know what you're going to get with him, which makes it so much easier to play with. You know his approach and how routine oriented he is, and just like he's willing to do whatever for making the team win. If he has to go guard a center, he will. If he needs to play more on the perimeter, he will. And it's a great thing to have as a teammate and things like that. But yeah, just like as you said, I was like, yes sir, no sir, just the nicest dude ever, comes in with a good attitude, a huge smile on his face all the time, and yeah, unbelievable teammate, would do whatever you need him to do to win. If that's scoring, if that's guarding, if that's rebounding, a little bit more playmaking. It's really kind of depends on the game and what you need from him. So yeah, he's a special player and just a all around great human.
He's definitely a dog on that court and seems like
Hmm.
if any player would love to have that guy as a teammate and a guy that came in, he's now the point guard. Michael tied that 3-point record. You're still holding on just a little bit. Did you get to see
Man.
that game at all? And if
I
so,
watched, yeah, I watched the first half, and obviously it was cooking in that first half, and then I left to go work out and kind of checked my phone, and he had 9 with like a bit of time to go. I'm like, oh, he might get it. Then I went back to working out and saw at the end of the game he finished with 10. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm glad he didn't beat it, but um, yeah, no, it's great to see. I had some of the staff texting me and stuff saying like, I know you're sweating and whatever, and but yeah, I mean, it's super cool, and it's like not surprised at all that someone like him was able to do that, of how talented and how hard he works. So it was definitely pretty cool, and being able to watch the second half highlights and then watching the whole first half was a pretty special performance.
Yeah,
is
for
there any
sure.
moments from your 10 threes in that game against SMU that really stick out to you throughout that game?
Um, I think the moment where I kind of knew that I was feeling good was probably that. I think I made a step back at like the top of the key where I kind of shot it and it just like nothing felt off about it, and I was like, oh yeah, like it definitely feels good. And you just kind of get into this groove where you just don't even think, like you don't second guess your shot, you don't second guess any rhythms. Like it doesn't matter where the pass is, like everything just kind of like just falls right into place in your shot, and it's super hard to describe what you feel because you're just out there and you're just like playing without even thinking twice about anything.
For sure. So we've been talking a lot about just basketball stuff, which how well we know you can shoot the ball well. We know you're a great shooter, great basketball player, but we kind of want to get into what are some things that you like to do outside of the game of basketball to kind of bring yourself back to center and just okay, because you spend so much time just basketball, basketball,
Hmm.
basketball. Is there anything that you do outside of just basketball that people may not know that you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff now I kind of put online and things like that. So like sharing like content, day in the life stuff, that the
Yeah.
editing and stuff keeps me busy in my free
Okay.
time, and I found a lot of joy in that, and people reaching out saying how much they enjoyed and like the inside. And I think that's pretty much what I do it for. If I can help one person out, that's more than enough for me. And then the other one's golf. I picked up golf the end of my junior year, so I was pretty new into it and just kind of became addicted straight away. But fortunately, up in Cairns where I'm at, it's just far too hot to even go out and play right now. So I haven't been able to play for a little bit. But like on YouTube and stuff, I'm always watching like golf content and things like that,
Okay.
where I'm definitely addicted to it. And it's just kind of my thing to kind of just step away from basketball. That's still like something active. I enjoy just being outside, being with friends, socializing in kind of that setting. So they're probably the two things I'd say fill up most of my time outside of basketball, if I'm either golfing or kind of just editing and thinking of videos and things like that. So I've found a lot of joy as of late kind of doing all that.
Did you ever play any other sports besides basketball growing up, or was like you always in the basketball mindset?
Nah, so I played Australian rules football. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
so that was my first sport growing up. So it's
Wait,
a
can I ask a question? I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah.
It I don't wanna mess it up. Is it rugby? Is it a
Nah,
rugby? So, what's
nah.
the
So
one where they lift people up and they tackle without the pads?
yeah, that's rugby.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So rugby's
what's your
like you
version?
pretty much yeah. So Australian rules football, I'd say it's like a format like soccer where it's like that free
Oh,
flowing, there's forward, midfield, defense, but then at
okay,
both ends there's like four posts,
okay,
and you have to kick it in between the two. So the two middle ones are like longer than the outside ones, and you've got to kick it in
okay.
between the middle, and
Ah,
that's 6 points. If you kick it on the outside, it's one. Or if you kick it and someone touches and it goes through, it's 1 point.
yeah,
But
okay.
you're allowed to tackle, you're allowed to hit, bump, do all that. It's a physical
Ah,
sport. You gotta
okay.
definitely gotta send you guys a little link
Yeah,
to some of the hits out there. But yeah, like you kind of think of soccer where you go to like kick it and someone's just coming from the side and kind of just wipes you out, or if
oh,
like so you're
wow.
allowed to run with the ball. So you're allowed to run
Mm,
for like 15 meters, 15 yards, and like you can bounce it and come back up and you can keep running. But then like people chasing after you, trying to tackle you and bring you down and stuff.
oh,
So it's
so when
like,
you have the ball in your hand,
yep,
you can be tackled,
yep,
but when you're kicking the ball, can you still hit somebody?
yeah,
If you have the block. Oh,
Oh,
this
that
game
looks
yeah.
like
sound
a that
So
looks
like,
like
this
a
game
torn
sound
so
ACL
you
looking to
run around and
happen.
kick it and it'll like go up into the air, then just like a pack will just like come in and you got to try and like catch it
Ooh,
into that. Like it's a fun sport. So I played that growing up, played cricket a little bit. I
cricket.
didn't enjoy that as much.
Mm,
It's similar to baseball where it's kind of like an all day
oh,
kind of
yeah.
longer thing where it's like a lot more standing and things like that where I
Yeah,
didn't enjoy. But I picked up basketball third out of everything and kind of ran with it once I started playing.
okay.
AFL, that's pretty much like your all's national sport pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd say it's probably just bigger than rugby here, but both of them are pretty big in Australia. It kind of depends where you live. Like further
No.
south in Australia is all AFL, then more north is rugby.
And it's got that like soccer, old soccer time feel that like fan wise, they like
Yeah.
those are some insane atmospheres, pretty
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like, yeah, the stadiums here are huge as well. And it's like there's one in Melbourne where there's an NFL game coming to that fits 100,000 people that'll be in there. So it's a huge sport.
Have you ever thought about if you never after college balls down, like maybe your freshman year at Charleston, you thinking like, all right, if basketball doesn't work out, I'm gonna do this. Like, did you ever have any second plans, or has this basically been? Have you ever thought, if I'm not playing basketball, what in the world would I be doing?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like all I knew is I wanted to play sport for a living. I think that was clear from when I was like young. And then it was kind of tossing up between playing AFL or basketball. And yeah, I mean, if neither of those worked out to where I played professionally, I could tell you what I would do. Like, nothing in school interested me. I was just doing school because I needed good enough grades to go to college, pretty much. So yeah, there was nothing in school that I really cared about. But yeah, so from young age, I knew I wanted to play professional sports. It was just a matter of what, and then yeah, kind of basketball came through, and yeah, it's worked out so far.
I think so, just a little bit.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty much everything that we've got for you. What do you have? What do these next couple months look like for you with the World Cup and just your whole shooting app? How's Reyne Smith Shooting Academy going along?
Yeah, I mean, it's going well. I think I kind of put on the back foot for promoting it a little bit, just getting back into playing and more worried about kind of that right now and getting healthy. But yeah, it's going well. Got a couple people on there and really enjoy kind of making workouts and stuff like that, because then it kind of helps me too, kind of be able to write a workout. I'm like, oh yeah, like let me use that as well. And so yeah, I mean, it's enjoying it, and I think over the next few months we'll be pretty busy. I got obviously this national team stuff, and then I just signed into like the second league in Australia. That's like a off-season league over here, because our like main NBL league here kind of runs from September through to February, March. So for the rest of the months, I'll just kind of keep playing, and yeah. So then I got pretty much straight into that as well. So it doesn't really stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Did you have any JaVale McGee run-ins over there, or David Johnson, former Cardinal? Did you run into any former Cardinals? Or I know Admiral Schofield. He's a dog on your team. He's somebody I loved watching at Tennessee.
Yeah. So I talk to David a little bit every time, like we'd play him and stuff like that. Would kind of just stop and talk pre-game and whatever, just checking in how we're going. And I never played against JaVale. I was injured for every game we played, but I mean, he's a huge human. That was like the one thing that stood out. I'm like, oh my God, he's definitely big. So yeah, I was able to catch up with David a little bit, which is always good. Just kind of talk it up, checking in and things like that.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you joining us for the 1-year show and our 50th show. So can't thank you enough. Terrence, you got anything before we head out?
Man, appreciate you, Reyne, for coming on. Like I said, man, make sure everybody go follow Reyne Shooting Academy, you know, and yeah, man, until next time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Congrats on 1 year again.
Appreciate you. Our next matchup is at Clemson, 2 p.m. on Saturday, ESPN2. Clemson's coming in. They're on a little bit of a down streak. They've lost 4 straight games. They're now 20-8 overall, 10-5 in conference play. Terrence, what are your 3 keys for this game?
Okay. TJ's 3 keys presented by Wing Station. All right. Key number 1, we must control the pace. Clemson is a very tough defensive team, and they make you earn every basket. They rank 30th in defensive efficiency, so we can't be stagnant on offense, or they can make it, you know, they're going to make it ugly for us. So we have to make sure we're putting pressure on the rim. Key number 2, we must crash the glass. Clemson doesn't allow many rebounds a game, so this added with their relentlessness on defense, it's going to make this matchup really tough for us. So we must attack those boards. Sonny, we got to have you getting on those boards, and those guards are going to have to box out too. Make sure to put a body on somebody. Key number 3, defensive integrity. The last couple games have been very tough on the defensive side of the ball. Bad closeouts, blow-bys, getting dominated in the paint. So Clemson has 9 players averaging over 5 points per game. So we have to pay attention to the scouting report and know our personnel and make sure that we're staying in front of those guys, not allowing just free lines to the basket. So those are TJ's 3 keys presented by Wing Station.
This is a team, I know Clemson, they try to play fast and they can lock down. Like, they're a really good defensive team. I'll pull up some of their defensive stats right now, but like they're ranked 5th in opponent opponent assists per game. They only allow about 10 assists a game. Top 30 in opponent assist to turnover ratio, and they're 43 in opponent effective field goal percentage. So they give a lot of tough looks, and then even from a rebounding perspective, like they don't rebound the greatest, but they don't allow you to rebound. Teams get less than 32 rebounds a game, and so they really just try to muck it up and play to Clemson's style and just try to get you completely out of your rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely going to have to play a lot better, than we did this last game. But, just sticking to our game plan, being aggressive, making sure that we're sticking to our strategy, knowing our personnel, crashing the boards, putting a body on somebody, no blow-bys. That's the main thing. And screening without fouling, making sure we're not fouling, screening without fouling, getting unforced turnovers. That's always a killer. So gotta stay locked in.
All right, let's get into this week in Cardinal history. Shout out John Salzman on X for this one, but we kept talking about Greg Monroe. So this was a Georgetown game. You guys were ranked 6th in the country. Go into, I believe it was the Verizon Center, win 76-58. Just to show kind of how deep this Big East was at this time. Georgetown was 14-11, 5-9 in conference play, and they had 3 wins over top 15 teams. And one of them was against number 2 UConn, Hashim to beat UConn. I mean, those teams, you played against them, but as a kid, I had nightmares of UConn just because it seemed like Hashim to beat was just an absolute animal.
Yeah.
But this was also a game. Earl Clark came out, had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 for 3 from 3, and then T. Will. It seemed like he wasn't trying to score too much. He had 10 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. We talked about Greg Monroe a little bit. What do you remember about those matchups?
Just the intensity. Every game that we played, it was always a war. Greg Monroe, lefty big, gave us problems, but they had a complete squad. I mean, if Austin Freeman. I just remember that their talent that they had, their coaching, John Thompson the third, amazing strategist, and we're playing at their hometown, so we had to come in and really put it on them. We had to come impose, like I keep saying, imposing our will. We're out there, we're scrambling, but we play games. It doesn't matter if we're home or away. We're playing hard. So we're putting a body, we're being physical, we're not scared, we're not playing, we're not nervous. And, I feel like especially that year, we had a lot of confidence, especially when you kind of look and you got Earl Clark, you got T. Will over there, you got all this talent around you. So you can't help but feel confident, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, and just making sure you're doing your job. But it was an interesting game. A lot of fouling for me. I was hacking I was Mr. Hack'em, and my freshman year I had a problem with staying on the ground. I was I led high school in shot blocking, so that's what I did. But nobody had pump fakes back then. So now you got guys, they'll pump fake you 3 times. I'm only used to maybe
that's the Terence Edwards special right there.
Man, they gonna pump fake you. You like, bruh, you gonna shoot that? Hey, by that, if you do anything over 3 pump fakes, you might get me. Okay, you might get me because I'm ready to send your stuff to the moon. I'm ready to send your shot to the moon, buddy. So, and they knew that about me. Later on, as I got Coach Pete hammered, you gotta stay down, son. That tapered off, and I learned how to time shots better. But yeah, my freshman year, I'm Mr. Hack'em because partly I didn't want to get scored on, and I wanted to shot block, and if you had any type, like I said, Greg Monroe, he wasn't an athletic guy, but he was very patient, and he'll really sell a lot of things, and he knew how to throw his body into you. So yeah, but we came out on top. We did our thing. Shout out Earl. Shout out T. Will. Hey, shout out all my guys, man. Jerry out there scrambling, Jared Swapshire.
Oh yeah.
So hey, man, we were cooking, man. We were rolling.
Yeah, you guys didn't miss a single field goal attempt the first 11 minutes of the game.
Yeah, we came out hot.
I watched a little bit of this game. I found it on YouTube, and boy, they had the microphone on your guys' sideline. That was an extra hot mic on Patino. You could hear that guy was screaming, and you could hear every single thing.
Nah, man, that's just a small smidget of what y'all can hear. So imagine anywhere where there are no mics. He's the mic, you know. So hey, but that's the type of expectation you had, and that's why we were able to be so successful, rank so high, and accomplish the things that we were able to accomplish. So I mean, at that time it used to seem a little excessive, but now I look back on it, I'm like, hey, everything he's saying right, and yeah, it's a legend.
One thing you've mentioned it a few times where you can kind of break this one down for me. It looks like you guys would talk about going from zone to man, and we kind of talked about this team kind of like, should they go switch to zone? And you're like, well, anytime we were playing zone, we were trying to switch to man. And this is one I grabbed when watching that game. You can kind of break down, is this one where you guys are looking to go to man from zone? Like, just what are you guys looking for on this one?
Well, I mean, if you look at, if kind of you can rewind this, man, it's so many. Before we even get back into it, look at Jerry. Look how his pressure on the ball. I mean, come on, man. I mean, we talk about Preston and Andre, the microwave boys, but Jerry, he just works so hard, and look how he's moving. I mean, our zone usually goes to a man once the ball hits the high post. So okay, they're swinging the ball, bam, bam, stop. So now we're in a man. Okay, got Andre McGee and Jerry Smith at the top, and they're putting so much heat and pressure on the ball. Hands are active, slide, and they're rotating. They're talking. They're sinking back in. Swap's already there, rotating. Everybody has a man. I step up. Swap's already there. They don't know. I step up outside of the key. It's so much movement. They're not touching the paint. We're getting our deflections. They're scrambled. So this is how you got to move, and we're all moving in unison. You don't even got to look and see if somebody's going to be there. And then this guy wants to.
Nobody thinks he's getting a shot up after the shot clock. What are you doing?
No buckets. I don't care. Even if we just give me that ball, give it to me. Nah, give me the ball. Give me that. Then he ended up scoring it on me. But nah, man. This is just great ball pressure. This starts with our guards. I mean, they're in between our guards, and then Swap out there. It makes Swap's job easier, but he's communicating. I'm out. I'm patrolling. I'm stepping up. I see what's going on. They're tagging. Swap and Andre is already, and I'm out there too. So we're all out there. We're swarming. We're making sure that they don't get a good clean look at that 3-point line. But it's just ball pressure, movement, and knowing when to drop back and when to be in your spot. So sometimes we'll hang out in the zone, and the quickest way to kill a zone is either get it in the middle high post, or those corners, baseline, or 3-point, knocking down that 3-point. But our guards are so good at putting pressure on the ball, stopping the three. It's like it'd be hard to shoot the three even against our zone. So, I mean, shout out those guys. Unbelievable defense, unbelievable effort, and it was a pleasure playing with them for sure.
Sweet. That's everything we've got for our 1-year show. Definitely our longest show that we've done. Yeah. We appreciate everybody for joining us. All our sponsors from 35KY, Unrivaled, Best Way, Wing Station, Derek A. Stewart Realtor. You can still get that free $26 wash at Unrivaled in the links below on Spotify and YouTube. Going to Best Way, get $100 off your new item. Terrence, I think you got a pretty cool new item from Best Way.
Man, the best items. Man, listen, Best Way been taking care of me, man. Hey, y'all can't see it right now, but Best Way sent me a wonderful setup. I wish y'all could see we'll get y'all behind the scenes. I wish y'all could see what I was doing before. We gonna keep that in the archives, but shout out Best Way. They've been a wonderful supporter of the show, And we still got big stuff coming up. You know, we're gonna be at Shoot 360 Louisville next week. Like I said, shout out my guy Luke again. We're gonna be in there supporting him. And yeah, shout out all of our sponsors and all. Can make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I think it's a hype button. Hit the hype button.
Oh yeah, get us some hype, baby. Woo.
Let's hit that hype button. Make sure you share with all your friends. Yeah, Arrival, Best Way, Wing Station, Best Wings in the Nation, Derek A. Stewart. Appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week, man.
Yeah, go in and get that Spill in the Meal deal at Wing Station at $11.49. Tell them that we sent you. And then go buy a house from Derek A. Stewart. You see how happy it made Terrence when he was buying a house? He was even going to go get him a basketball hoop.
Man, I was ready to do it up, man, for sure. Yeah, shout out everybody, man.
All right, we'll see you guys next show.